If you have an iPhone 14 or older, you are not going to easily be able to tell what the health is on your battery. Now, I know that a lot of people will go into settings, they click on battery and then battery health and charging, and you'll get some idea here, but this maximum capacity, it doesn't really have a whole lot of accuracy. I've had my phone for over 2 months and it still says 100%. My last phone, once it got down to 80%, it stayed there for about a year and a half. So I really don't know the true state of my battery's health. So what I'm going to recommend that you do, and this is the safest thing that you can do it a lot easier, but it does require installing third-party apps, and I will talk about that a little bit later in the video. But what you can do safely from your own phone is go into settings. You're going to scroll down to privacy and security. And then down here at the bottom, you're going to have something called analytics and improvements. If you click on that, you will have to have this enabled. If it's not enabled, you'll have to turn it on and probably wait a day or so in order to access this analytics data. Now, if you click here, you'll see a whole bunch of stuff here. What we're looking for is analytics. Amazon isn't going to help us, obviously. And we're going to try to find today or yesterday's date. Today is the 5th of April. And the most recent analytics data I have is 4/4/24. So I'm going to select this one. I'd prefer it be today, but this is pretty up to date. This is as of yesterday. Now, you're going to have to select all this code, and in order to do so is not an easy thing because there is no select all option. So what we're going to do is pull this little thing all the way up to the top right here. And then you'll probably watch me struggle here for a minute as I try to get it down to the bottom because it does not usually cooperate with me for some reason. But once, oh, there we got it. So once the screen starts moving, just hold on to it until you get all the way to the bottom. Like I said, this is not always easy and it doesn't always work 100%. So you can see it kind of cut off here part of the way down. So I'm going to have to drag it down again. And if it doesn't cooperate, I might just do it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we'll go almost all the way to the bottom. And we did it. Okay, so once you've got that all highlighted, hit copy, and now you're past the most difficult part. From here, what we're going to do is go into our notes application, and we're going to create a new note, and we're just going to paste what we copied from our analytics data. Let's see if it allows us to. Okay, so we're going to hit paste. And at this point, what we want to do is search all of this information that we just pasted here because it's just too much to really go through manually. Now, what you'll want to do is tap here twice, and then you can hit select all. And then we're going to scroll down here to where it says find selection. And the selection that we're going to look for here, and you have to make sure you type this correctly because I made a typo last time, and it will not work that way. So you're going to look for last underscore value underscore, and then cycle count, which is one word, and we're going to hit search. Now, do give this a little bit of time. I gave up on this a couple times through because it wasn't finding what I was looking for, and it took a while to search through. Obviously, this is a pretty good sized document, but if we click on the arrows here, once it's done searching, it should start to pull up this information. There we go. So as you can see now, I have last value cycle count 97. So what this is telling me is that my battery has gone through the equivalent of 97 charging cycles. So a charging cycle would be one complete discharge and recharge. This may be controversial, but most people agree that batteries are typically designed for about 500 charging cycles. So I've got 97 out of 500 so far. My battery's barely 20% through its lifespan, and this is going to depend on how often you use your phone, how far you discharge it, and so forth. But this will give you a much better idea as to what you're looking for, what you're looking at as far as the lifespan of your battery. Now, I'm going to show you another way to do this. It is a lot easier. It's not as safe, and I'm going to give you a bit of a warning up front just in case anyone has concerns. This next method may not be for you, but it is a lot easier. Now, I want to say up front that if you have concerns about Chinese spyware being installed on your computer or device, you should not install this application. You probably should not install TikTok, Temu, AliExpress, and a whole long list of other apps that are hosted in China. If you're concerned about American companies spying on you, selling your data, or otherwise, you might want to consider uninstalling Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, free flashlight apps, DoorDash. Well, the list just goes on and on. The only way to be completely safe is to stay off of the internet. Now, if you want an easier method to do this and you're not concerned about third-party applications, what you can do is go to a website that is called 3utools.com. And if you download this application, you can do all kinds of interesting stuff with your iPhone that you're not really able to do through iTunes. So what I'm going to do here is click this to download, and then I'll be right back and show you the process from that point. Alright, so if you've got 3utools downloaded and installed, what you're going to do next is just plug in your phone through your USB port, and you will probably have to hit trust if you have not already trusted on that particular machine. And then this will take a second to connect. And from here, what you do is take a look right over here, and when it says charge times, 99 times, this is a little more up to date and probably possibly even more accurate than what my phone told me. This is the other alternative for checking your battery health. And once you've got this app installed, you can plug in any phone here that is trusted on your computer, and it will immediately give you the charge times detail.